You think you're free, but you're not. You wake up, check your phone, feel behind, skip your routine, rush through your day, promise yourself you'll be better tomorrow, but tomorrow looks exactly the same. Not because you're weak, not because you don't care, but because you're living in a pattern, and that pattern is your prison. A pattern of procrastination, a pattern of distraction, a pattern of survival. You built the walls yourself, one skipped habit at a time, one excuse at a time, one compromise at a time. Now you don't know how to escape because you forgot you were even trapped. It starts small. You hit snooze. You scroll a little longer. You skip the workout. You tell yourself it doesn't matter. But every decision is a brick. And over time, those bricks form a cage, a routine of regret, a lifestyle of almost, a life built around escape. And the scariest part, you've made it comfortable. You padded the walls, you painted them over, you put up lights and called it balance, but it's still a prison. And no one's coming to break you out, because no one else sees the bars, only you do. If you want freedom, you have to tear down the pattern. Not slowly, not one day, now. Here's what you need to understand. The pattern isn't just what you do, it's what you believe. It's the story you tell yourself. I'll start when life calms down. I'm just not consistent. I've always been like this. Those aren't reasons. They're rules written by fear. And as long as you follow them, you stay inside the cell. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you were fully proud of a day you lived? Not because you got lucky, not because something exciting happened, but because you chose discipline over comfort. If you can't remember, then the pattern is winning. So, how do you break out? You don't just change habits, you rewrite your code. Let's talk about how. Step 1. Name the pattern. You can't fight what you don't see, so describe it brutally. What do your first 90 minutes of the day look like? Is it delay, distraction, avoidance? What about your nights? Do you avoid reflection, numb yourself with entertainment? Write it out, track it, call it what it is. Awareness is the blade that cuts through denial. Step 2. Burn the false identity. You're not a lazy person. You're not just bad at finishing things. You're not too broken to change. That's not identity, that's residue. Leftover programming from a past version of you that didn't know better. Burn it. Replace it with evidence-based identity. I follow through because I've seen what happens when I don't. I keep promises to myself, no matter how small. I'm the kind of person who finishes. Say it, write it, then go prove it. There was a time when I couldn't finish anything. Books, projects, promises. I started strong, drifted off, then quit silently, and each time I failed, I told myself a story. I guess I'm just not that guy. But I wasn't failing because I was weak. I was failing because I was rehearsing failure daily. The change didn't come from motivation, it came from disgust. I got tired of hearing myself say, next time, and I finally said, never again. Step 3. Install micro wins. Forget perfection. Forget 75-day challenges. Forget the big leap. You don't need motivation. You need a streak so small it's impossible to break. Drink water the second you wake up. Take a freezing cold shower. Read 1 page. Do 5 push-ups. Say your identity phrase out loud. Each micro win is a vote for who you're becoming. Keep stacking them. Brick by brick, they build a fortress of discipline. Step 4, design friction. Make failure harder than success. Log out. Move the phone. Block the app. Throw out the junk. Stop trying to resist temptation and start removing it. Most of your lack of discipline is just too much access to distraction. Discipline thrives where options die. Design your battlefield so you don't have to fight every war. Step 5, build a new pattern. Now we rebuild. Every morning, same first 60 minutes, wake up, move your body, lock into one goal. Execute before the world grabs your attention. Every evening, review your wins, forgive your misses, plan your next strike. Pattern becomes rhythm. Rhythm becomes identity. Identity becomes destiny. You know what's beautiful? It only takes one day to start the reversal. One day where you don't hit snooze. One day where you don't scroll to escape. One day where you do what you said you would. And suddenly, you remember what it feels like to trust yourself again. That's how it starts. Not with hype, not with applause, but with one defiant act of discipline in a world that's lost its standards. You've spent years building the wrong pattern, years locking yourself in a loop. But what if this is the year you build something new? What if you stop escaping and finally execute? What if you stop explaining and finally evolve? There's no perfect day coming. There's no magic switch. There's only this moment, this choice, this chance. You can either stay in the cage you've made feel like home or tear it down and build something better. The pattern is the prison, but you're the architect. You're also the demolition crew. So either rebuild your system or stay stuck in a cage you called comfort.